I'm a wreck, but I'm here and it's okay. Um, Good evening to everybody. It is just before, well, I think it's like 5:45 p.m. local time. This is Deborah with Deborah's Blue Tarot, and this reading is for entertainment purposes only, and I'm just giving you my impressions of the cards that I pull and the energies that I feel, and nothing more. If you are looking for more information or if you want a personal reading, please email me. Don't ask me in a comment, please. Don't ask me uh, in any other way. It's got to come in an email. My email is posted on the channel, but it's Deborah's Blue Tarot, no spaces, at hotmail.com. I pulled the reading that I did about an hour ago and deleted it because it was just too depressing. Okay? And we need to stay in the light. This woe is me crap doesn't work for me. And when we get into certain heavy topics, it's really hard for me as an empath to separate myself from, let's just say, the sadness or the pain or whatever of the topic. So I'm going to do a more light-hearted reading on different subjects. I have a pendulum here, and we will do some questions that are more directed at the topic that made me so sad. Uh, I'm just, we just need to brighten and lighten our load. And I cannot possibly, I've never pulled a video before, ever. But I just feel like it's just too dark. So I'm going to ask a couple, they're political questions, but they're not quite as dark. And it was so dark that I cried. And I don't want to be, oh, that's that bitch who cries. I don't want to be her. Even though kind of I am her, but you know what I mean. We need some light. And so I pulled them. I'm going to save two of these questions for the pendulum. I'm going to read with my hot deck. If you'll excuse me, I've just got to have some tea. Did I say tea? Oh, no. 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 Are we going to have tea? Yes, we are. Lighten the load. I am a tea drinker. I love coffee. It's not that at all, but I have a little runny nose. It's nothing. But I love my Pure Leaf, Lipton's Pure Leaf, unsweetened. I add my own sweetener because you needed to know that. You know what I mean? Anyway, I just, like I say, it was a last minute thing. I literally just pulled them and changed my shirt to something brighter and all that. So Let's read on, and this is not like lighter, but it's lighter. Let's read on Shady and the 25th Amendment. Will he promise not to invoke it? Or did he promise, let's say, not to invoke it to Felon 45? Because he could do it. If they had his, I think the 25th can be invoked by either Congress or the Senate, maybe both together, or the VP with others, you know. So let's just pull some cards and see if Shady has the cojones to do it, even though I don't want him either. Sorry. But between the two of them, I'm just not even sure. You know, they're both lahoozers. That's what I call them, lahoozers. Okay. Let me do a little serious shuffling. I was this close to going live, but I'm just not ready. I don't feel ready. My hair doesn't feel ready. My neck hurts. I don't know why. You know, maybe I'm coming down with something. Do I know? No, I don't know. Thank you all for your beautiful and kind comments. All is well. I don't want to be that personal in my readings. I don't mind sharing things with you guys, not at all. But I need to be careful of who's watching and what I say about, you know, family and, you know what I mean? So I pulled for that and many, many bigger reasons. It was just dark. Not dark in terms of, you know, gothic dark. It was just depressing. And I can't. My neck hurts so bad. I need a good chiropractor, but I'm afraid because I know what they do and I believe in chiropractic, especially if you've got someone really good. But at the same time, I don't want, I mean, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So my bones have, you know, lost their snap. And I don't want to take the chance that they might break something that's fat. So I just need to get some sleep and rest and, you know, that stuff. But at any rate, will Shady invoke the 25th with the help of the powers that be, the cabinet? Don't know. Let's find out. Shall we? I'm going to pull 5 cards. The bottom card is the Three of Cups. This is a card of celebration, and this is more, what's the word I want to use? More validation for me as to pulling that other reading. So these three women are celebrating, and that's the kind of vibe I need. You need. We need today. Okay? So let's begin with Shady. The first card is the Magician. This is the manifestation card. Power, skill, action, manifestation, concentration, um, creative, the beginning of something significant. I like that part. This is the manifester. So, kind of like your wish is my command. It's the manifester. Now, let me be clear. I don't want Shady in there either. I have used my rods, I don't know how many times, and I just got a comment that Shelley from Healing Truth Tarot, maybe? Anyway, Shelley, everybody knows Shelley. I love her. She's phenomenally excellent. Let me tell you what she said. Here we go. Healing Truth Tarot, okay? And if you're not a member or if you're not a subscriber of hers, you really need to be. Please go and watch her. She has a very interesting perspective, and she is for real, and I think highly of her. Okay. Second card. Sorry for the interruption, you guys. The Four of Swords. This is a card of repose. A nap, or maybe a forever nap. Rest, meditation, recovery from conflict or illness, or maybe no recovery. Because as you can see, this person who's laying down is not laying on a bed. Beds don't have swords on the side of them. Boxes do. Let's just leave it there. Four of Swords and the Magician. The center card is the Four of Cups. This is this discontent, burden, apathy, uninspired. Is that all there is? Contemplation, reassessment, feeling left out kind of card. I read it all. Anyway, this is someone who is sticking their nose in the air over getting help. Someone is handing him this cup. Here, have a cup. And this character, is like that. So, I'm just saying. He doesn't want any help. I don't know who that is. And I'm not saying that that represents someone. But it may represent someone. Justice. Any way you slice it, this is a card of justice. Thy will be done. Fairness and truth. Law and order. Impartiality. Justice is served. Justice is coming, guys. And I don't mean SCOTUS. Okay? I'm talking about the law, not them. They're going. I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel like we're going to have some retirements sooner than we think, but hopefully not too soon. You get me? The last card is the Fool. The Fool is a fool, could be just, literally what it is, but it's actually a card of a leap of faith, new beginnings, taking that adventurous step, being spontaneous, there's no limitations, disregarding the risk, be a free spirit, take the leap of faith. The Fool card. Now, you know how I am. It's very hard for me to pull just what I pulled. However, I cannot help myself. I wish I could. I just can't. I have to pull another card. Okay, I'm sorry. My nose is running. Like a little old lady. The Queen of Swords. Intelligent, perceptive, professional, quick-witted, independent, attention to detail, organized woman. Things are about ready to shake. And I don't mean I don't mean in a literally like earthquake way. So if you asked me what I thought, somebody's going bye-bye. And I hope that somebody takes the other somebody with them, because don't think for a minute that Felon 45 does not have dirt on Shady, because he has dirt on anyone who may or may not stand in his way. On the red team, let's put it that way. So they can't really do anything, or so they think. He thinks, but he's wrong. I think there's a lot of them who are fed up, including the gentleman that I read on before. Where are we at on time? Let's go for some fun, shall we? You thirsty, you guys? Let's bring on the tea. Okay, let's see what our the tea oracle cards have to say to me. Probably a lot. Don't give me love cards. Please don't give me romance cards. Give me cards that I want, please. Give me good stuff. I want the good juju. Wasting time, stuck, no changes, limited. So that may be a no on the 25th, but I don't know that. Travel. Somebody's going on a trip. I wish it was me. Somebody wants you back. Now, how do I see that? I call this card buyer's remorse. We made a mistake. We want blue back. Leonard Leo. This card is the thief card. Go figure, right? Robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional. All of it. Giving money. Oh, yeah. You got lots of money. You've been grifting since you were a virgin. Love triangle. Third party, multiple lovers, choices. Yuck. Okay. I'm not saying it, but you can read it. Can you read that? It's a nice drawing, though, isn't it? You ain't. Karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. My mom used to tell me that. Not with the ring and all that, but yeah, yeah. This is my last card of this deck. It's just too good, and I'm not going to push my luck. Moving on. Thank you. Next. You guys, I freaking love these cards. They're oracle cards. Um, they have a romantic undertone in some cards, but that's not like the vibe of them. Now, I have another deck called True Crime Oracles deck. Oh, my neck hurts so bad. That I have to sit straight. That is really a nice deck too. But just saying. I love me some. What's the tea? In fact, I know somebody who loved this deck so much after me showing it. And I owe this all to Linda G. Let me tell you. So, for those of you who watch her, she'll always say, oh, he thinks he's all that in a cup of tea. That's kind of like one of her catchphrases. And that's not a criticism. So in my brain, I'm scrolling through some selections and I go, what's the tea? Oh, I've got to have this deck. This is a Linda G deck. True story. So, I'm not going to pull from this other oracle deck because we used that one. Let's talk to Spirit directly, shall we? Yes. No. I don't do the letters. I know that Shelley does them and she's great with it. And I'm going to let her be the one that does that. Not let her, but I mean, I'm going to defer to her judgment. Let's put it that way. Spirit, are you with me? Spirit's here. Spirit's just warming up. Spirit, will the migrants who have now lost their TPS as a result of a SCOTUS decision, will the migrants get help from the Congress, the House, the Senate? Will they pass legislation? Will the Congress, the Senate, the House pass some kind of legislation to help them? Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. I was holding my breath literally the whole time. Spirit, the migrants that the Supreme Court thinks are not of any value, they're the ones that work the fields and pick the fruit and the harvest, and they do all this labor for us, for all of us. And Americans, by and large, aren't wanting to do that kind of work. And so things are rotting on the vines out in California or wherever. Some of it may be environmental or whatever. But what I'm asking you is this: will they come back to work? That is a really strong yes, you guys. Will they be able? I'm sorry, Maggie. I just touched my cat. Will they be able to come back? This, yeah, you can't see this the way I do, but this pendulum is going beyond. Look at that. I'm not doing it. Spirit, show them your power. You see my hand move? Of course not, because it's not moving. Someone once accused me of that. You know, this is a very light pendulum. My regular one is like opal and I forget what, but it's heavy. It's a beautiful stone. I love it. I use it a lot. However, um, because it's so heavy, it has that kind of rocking feel, if you get my point. So this one doesn't because it's light. I have others, but it's light. And for me, this keeps me confident that I'm not, I don't want to say rigging, that I'm not making it go one way or another. Let's just put it like that. Spirit, I want to ask another question, a serious one. Will it be over soon? That's a yes, guys. Now, what does soon mean? Let's get more specific. Spirit, will he be gone? He be gone. Will he be gone by the fall? It's a yes. Clear, please. Spirit, clear, please. Yes, I know you're spinning. You're going crazy. Spirit, clear. Thank you. Will felon 45 be removed in one way or another? Clear, please. I'm going to ask a question. You may or may not understand it, but it's an important question. Spirit, is the House of White going to be vacant very soon? Like emptied out? Good. Thank you. That's a yes. Spirit is losing it. He's going side to side and all right. Spirit, one more question. May I ask one more question? May I ask one more question? Yes. Spirit, do you see the Lotus Queen and her partner, Tim, stepping into a freshly hazmat cleaned House of White? Is that a big enough yes for you guys? Clear, please. That's the kind of reading I wanted to give to you tonight. I hope everyone is well. I hope you've had a beautiful day. I had a wonderful afternoon, and I am wishing you all love, light. Now I have a knot in here. Oh, for God's sake. Love and light. And the most benevolent outcomes, good health. Health is wealth, right? And peace.